All right, both of you have your trunks right where I like them, so keep the punches off the trunks. Touch them up.
This is too big of an opportunity to pass up. For Badou Jack, he's looking at Rivera as the next step towards a potential cruiserweight title shot.
In boxing, there comes a time where a prospect has to prove that they are who they say they are. Richard Rivera, otherwise known as Popeye the Sailorman, displayed a dominating performance over former world champion Badou Jack.
Badou Jack was a really great fighter, seasoned fighter, experienced guy, but definitely not as good as I thought. Definitely outclassed Badou Jack in many ways, shape, or form. You know, I was able to go in there with a lot of charisma, energy. I was the younger guy, I was the lighter guy. I was light on my feet, jabbing, moving, you know, not giving him a solid target. And, you know, with everything that I was able to do that night, I felt like I definitely outclassed him.
And outclass he did. Richard Rivera proved that he belonged in the upper echelon of boxers. But with greatness comes adversity.
Going into this fight, I had a lot to prove. You know, I had my city on my back. I had my family rooting with me. You know, I had my whole community and family, friends, fans. I had so much to prove. But not only for them, but for myself. You know, I wanted to be on this stage. I've been, you know, fighting my whole life and telling people that I belong up there. I belong on ESPN. I belong on DAZN, on Showtime. You know, that was my opportunity to show the world. You know, because you can't just talk about it. You got to prove yourself. You got to be about it. And you know, when it came down to it, I felt like I did just that, and the world knows that that's where I belong. 100% I felt like the underdog in that fight. You know, I had the odds against me. You know, I didn't feel like anybody expected me to win the fight, let alone finish the fight. But, you know, I went in there and definitely surprised the world.
Landed some hard shots, but they haven't come consistently quite yet.
After surprising the world with such a dominating performance, it's clear to see why other boxers don't want to accept a fight against Rivera.
I definitely feel like I'm the most avoided fighter in boxing. Right now, I'm too much of a risk for people to want to fight. You know, I was supposed to fight Bivol. He ripped up the contract, pulled out, and ended up picking up a different opponent. Right now, Arthur Beterbiev, as many times as I called him out, I'm still not getting any type of response, yet they would love to call me for sparring. You know, I've been in the ring with Marcus Brown and Joe Smith, and they all know what I'm capable of. You know, I'm somebody that they know if they were to give me this opportunity, I'd take over and I'd reign. You know, I'd hold down the top for a very long time.
Exactly like that.
He heard you there.
Rivera spins him around, and now Rivera bangs Badou Jack to the body. And guys, I think that this round has gone on far too long. We're now over 4 minutes into this round by our calculation. And so no wonder Richard Rivera is looking exhausted. This should not be happening.
No, it shouldn't. If I'm Richard Rivera, I'm furious at what's happening right now.
It's an unacceptable mistake.
That is a big deal.
Yeah, we just got word that that round was 3 minutes and 58 seconds total, so.
You're a timekeeper. You have one job.
When I found out the 8th round was a 4-minute round, I was very surprised. I definitely went back to my corner and told my cornerman, I'm like, what round was that? That felt really long. But in the heat of the moment, you know, there wasn't really much time to ask questions and you know, go back. So, you know, I just took it for what it was. I rolled with the punches and continued to fight. Thinking back at that 8th round made me, you know, like, I would say a little bittersweet. You know, some part of me is a little hurt by it, and you know, I wish I wasn't, you know, I guess done like that. But at the same time, I feel good and confident that, You know, you could go an extra minute, maybe even an extra 2 minutes, and I was still gonna be able to perform. You know, I did my thing, and, you know, with all the adversity, I still showed out.
But I will say, Richard Rivera has shown a lot of grit, a lot of heart, and a good chin.
Have you put this fight behind you?
I want to say I have, but I really haven't. You know, this is something that I feel like will live with me for the rest of my life. You know, I really want this rematch as an opportunity to relieve myself of this you know, mental prison I've been in. Boxing means the world to me. I put my whole life into this, so not being able to walk away with this victory really hurt. Badou Jack is definitely scared to give me the rematch. He knows what he was up against. He got away with a split decision, and he'll never come back to that. He'll never circle back on that. He knows what I'm capable of, and, you know, if anything, he knows what I will be fighting for if we were to be fighting again, and that's something he's not prepared for. If I could say anything to Badou Jack is that, you know, I'm not mad at him. I don't hold no vengeance against him. This is a sport, and it's all about business. But respectfully, I feel like I deserve the rematch. I feel like, you know, as fighters, we are here to fight, so it shouldn't be a problem to give me a fair shake.
Tonight, on camp season, witness the behind-the-scenes preparation of Richard "Popeye" the Sailorman Rivera as he prepares for a title attempt at the WBA championship against the undefeated Baris Erdogan.
I fight for my family, especially for my daughter, my wife, and my mom. We do them everything.
Do I respect him? Yeah, I respect him, but is that gonna save him from catching his ass whooping? Not a chance.
Tell us what we can expect September 14th. Give us a prediction, Richie. Come on, man.
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
putting you on the spot, bud.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. The man is not finishing the fight. We're gonna take him out of there. We're winning this fight convincingly. And listen, I'm not coming home without that belt. I'm winning this belt. The man is going to lay down. I'm telling you, I'm going to hit him with a right hand that he's just not going to be able to recover from.
Never at ease, I don't know a limit. Chasing a dream, I don't know what sleepers. I got a queen, she lit me to eat it. She ripe like a peach and she snapped me to snippet. You well overdue for that link up in person. Text me to fall through its murder, she wrote it. Still live with courage, you're doing a service. Pull up to the crib, I'm equipped with the brushstrokes. Cutthroat from the low, when no love goes.
Every 10 years, boxing gets to witness a special fighter. A fighter with power, speed, footwork, charisma, and don't forget, swagger. Richard Rivera is here to prove that he belongs on the big stage.
Do I belong on the big stage? I most definitely belong on the big stage. I worked hard for this my whole life. I paid my dues, and, you know, I belong nothing less than that. You know, I deserve to be there. I feel like these other fighters avoid me because they know what I'm capable of, and what I'm capable of is something that is untangible for them. I'm a very awkward fighter. I'm a very athletic fighter. I come in shape, I train hard, I believe in God, and I do whatever it takes to get victory. I don't feel like I ever give anything less than 100%. You know, I train 2-3 times a day. You know, none of the trainers that I work with ever give me the opportunity to ever give less than 100%. I feel like giving a half-ass training is selfish. You know, I really gotta work hard. And like I said, it's not just for me. You know, I got a lot of people to represent, so I gotta train extra hard. When I go into that ring, I go in there to win. You know, I want them to be happy. I want them to be proud. So, you know, I'm not going into any fight, you know, second guessing myself, thinking like, oh man, did I train hard enough or did I work hard enough? No, I absolutely did. And I'm not even talking about just training, you know, lifting weights or running miles. No, I'm talking about like staying away from the bullshit, making sure that I'm eating correctly, making sure I'm staying away from the parties, staying away from the girls. You know, I'm trying to make sure that I have my head on a swivel. I'm walking that straight and narrow, so I'm doing anything possible to get these victories. My dream and goal in boxing is to become a world champion, but not just a world champion, but a wealthy one. I want to be a world champion that's known for giving back to the community, a world champion that helps the poor, goes on missionary trips, and gives back as much as I can.
All fighters have their differences, something that makes them unique. But the one thing all great fighters have in common is the amount of blood, sweat, and tears put into a training camp.
Blood, sweat, and tears, and the occasional throw up.
Some fighters make training look easy, but the reality is far from it. Day after day, fighters put themselves through pain to prepare for anything they may face come fight night.
That's how you break down somebody's body. Keep hitting them over and over until they break. Different rhythm, sneak attacks, feint, surprise them. See that pain?
The pain inflicted during a training camp may seem excessive to some, but fighters know it is a necessary evil. After all, you must train harder than the opposition in order to be prepared for any and all possibilities.
September 14th, Baris Erdogan is going down. He ain't finishing the fight. Knockout. I'm calling that right now. Y'all want to win some money? Bet on Popeye.
Every fighter must be tested. For Popeye, this test comes in the shape of Baris Erdogan, a worthy adversary, a ruthless puncher, an undefeated warrior from Turkey.
I will show him and everyone in the world that I am better than him.
Anyone who knows boxing knows that the underdog is always the most dangerous opponent. A gamble, a risk, a liability. To prove that he belongs with the best, Baris Erdogan accepted the challenge.
Yeah, of course I am an underdog, but this means nothing to me. It's good because I will show people, you understand? That's what is good. Today everyone want to be Mayweather with undefeated record or something bullshit like this. It's not important to me. We are lost. What is, like I said, important to me is shock the world. I want to show to my opponent that he will never want to fight me anymore. Then I want to show the world who I am. This is what is important to me. Of course, who doesn't respect the opponent? Who tell you we don't respect the opponent is mean he's stupid? This one man come to training, he training every day for fight against me, and I training every day to fight against him. So of course I respect him.
Do I respect my opponent? I very much do respect my opponent. I respect all my opponents, no matter what their record is or what it shows. You know, showing my opponents respect helps me not only stay humbled, but helps me train just as hard. You know, like I said, I don't want to underestimate anybody and their capabilities. You know, so do I respect him? Yeah, I respect him, but is that gonna save him from catching his ass whooping? Not a chance. September 14th, you're bound to see fireworks. We going in there, we gonna show out, we gonna do our thing, and most importantly, you know, I'm gonna stay strong to the finish because I eat that spinach. So when y'all tune in, y'all gonna see a different type of show.
Y'all niggas coming to you live from a place where nobody else know to take it. They hand up, they want us to spit the pie, right? Cause they realize that we gone crazy.
Richard Rivera is no stranger to running in the streets of Hartford.
I flipped my pie, really did that 180.
Hartford, Connecticut means the world to me. If anybody knows anything about Hartford, is that it's not the easiest city to grow up in. And to make it out here, you can make it anywhere.
The place he calls home also provides him with the motivation to keep fighting.
Better be on time with my bankroll.
growing up in Hartford definitely played a role in my life. You know, you gotta be tough to be living out here, to be raised out here.
You. Oh, what's good, bro? Yeah, when you gonna stop by the gym? I'ma see you.
Growing up in Hartford shaped me in many different ways. Trying to be as tough as I can be, as mature as I could be. You know, out here there's a lot of influences. There's good influences and bad influences, and I took everything to shape me into the person that I am today. You know, I feel like I wouldn't be the man I am if it wasn't for that.
It's probably cause we royalty. I just got fresh with the golden piece, shrug, show the emoji, okay. You know it's me, diamond soul dancing, singing like Jodeci, 10 out of 10 every time till they notice me.
I feel like my community respects me. I've done a lot for my community aside from boxing. You know, we held turkey drives, food drives, toy drives. I always try to give back to my community one way or another. So I feel like they definitely respect me one way or another, and not necessarily all in the ring or just because of boxing.
There's no doubt that Richard Rivera represents the city of Hartford. He is Hartford's champion. But now, he aims to become the new WBA champion.
Let's go. Make sure y'all get y'all ticket. September 14th, we fight for the WBA. It's gonna be fireworks, baby. Boom, bow, boom.
For combat athletes, running is an integral part of their training, not just for the physical benefits, but also for the mental. Running is a form of meditation and the perfect time to speak words of affirmation. After all, if you don't make yourself believe, how could one expect the rest of the world to?
That hard work, that dedication, I put that work in day in and day out. That belt is coming home. All I see is victory. I'm strong, I'm fast, I'm better looking than him. I'm swagged out, I got better moves than him. He can't touch me. He can't touch me on my worst day. I'm the best there is, I'm the best there was, I'm the best there's ever gonna be. I'm Popeye the Sailorman Rivera. Strong to the finish, cause I eat that spinach, baby. Choo choo! Bah!
It is very rare that a fighter has all the key attributes to become the best. Rivera is ready to show the world why he believes he should be next in line for a world title.
I'm faster, I'm stronger, I'm faster, I'm stronger, I'm faster, I'm stronger, I'm faster, I'm stronger, I'm smarter, I'm better looking. I'll do everything better than him. He can't beat me, he can't touch me on my worst day. Let's go. Come on, come on. Work too hard for this. Let's go. Staying strong, eating right, staying away from the bullshit. It's my life. I don't play this, I live this. It's my lifestyle, baby. Bow!
The lifestyle of a boxer is not for the weak. Behind every fighter, there are years of pain, struggle, dedication, doubt, and faith. Every mile, every step, every round, all for one moment of glory, in hopes to become a legend in the sport of boxing, a feat only few can achieve.
September 14th, we fighting Baris Erdogan from Turkey. I guess Thanksgiving coming early, because we in Turkey September 14th, baby. Choo choo!
The road to a championship belt is often a lonely one. Each fighter with the ambition to have their names carved into history with the legends that have seen glory before them. Richard Rivera and Baris Erdogan are ready to do just that. But only one man can hold the belt on September 14th.
It's an honor to fight for the WBA belt. Fighting for this belt will give me the opportunity to write my name in the history books and bring home something very prestigious to my community. The stakes for this fight is very high, as well as every fight. You know, we're gonna go in there, we're gonna fight, and we're gonna bring home that WBA, but every fight is to win, to get me that much closer to getting this world title fight, you know? So he's just the next obstacle in the way.
I want to take this bet. People need to see this fight. The challenge is what getting your live. And they need to come because they need to see the top level fight. And this is top level fight. After this fight, we will go in for the world belt. So this is big fight that you have to come looking for.
You came all this way to try and take this WBA opportunity away from me. You got another thing coming, bro. You're not fighting just me, you're fighting my whole family, you're fighting my fans, you're fighting my friends. I got too much on the line for this. So trust me, when it come down to it, when that bell ring, pain.
September 14th, two warriors will meet face to face, fighting for not only championship gold, not only for respect, but for their loved ones.
I fight for my family, especially for my daughter, my wife, and my mom. We told them I am not here.
My opponent definitely made a mistake taking this fight. If he took this fight trying to fight me for the WBA, he has no clue what he's up against. And he definitely underestimated me. And, you know, I'm gonna make him pay for that.
Got my family on my back. Got my friends on my back. I got my city on my back. US on my back. Puerto Rico on my back. We winning. Let's go. Y'all better stop ducking me. Now. I need that world champ. Let's go. Let's go. Work too hard for this. Let's go. Staying strong. Eating right. Staying away from the bullshit. It's my life. I don't play this, I live this. It's my lifestyle, baby.
No matter your differences, whether man or woman, rich or poor, boxing will always humble even the greatest fighters. The squared circle, where two men will collide with one goal in mind: to become a champion.
I'm really about to go out there, do whatever I gotta do to knock him out. There ain't no mercy in me. It's gonna be real simple. We get in there, we take this belt home. I feel like people should tune into this fight, not only because I'm a showman, I'm gonna give you a great show, but I want y'all to be a part of my journey. I want y'all to be able to see me before I get that world title. I want people to be like, wow, I used to watch that kid before he had all the belts or before he had all the fame and the money. You know, start, you know, being a part of my journey.